Just got back from the cinema from watching the new Firestarter remake. There's not a lot to say about it, so I'll be brief. I'd heard the movie was bombing before I went in, but I got an annual pass, so I thought, why not? And while it's nowhere near as awesome as the original, it's not a complete waste of time. And yet, in many ways, it is. If you haven't seen the original, I'd say watch this first, then go back and see how it was done properly in the first place. That's not to say there isn't a watchable story here, and it's the same as before. College kids who may or may not be slightly psychic are given experimental drugs. They fall in love, have a baby incinerates everything around her and is nicked by the big bad. Then is nicked back and the family has to go on the run. Hints of carry abound, and when the girl starts to grow up, as does her powers, and all the fun shenanigans that are bound to ensue in a wacky hijinks caper for all the family. But the problem with this movie is the time it was made, as in within the last year or so. Firstly, kids with special powers, whoop-de-doo. We've had over 20 years of X-Men movies, and after Daphne Keane in Logan gave us a litmus test in how it should be done, a kid twitching her head and looking past the camera from under her eyebrows is very old hat. That said, if I give the controversial opinion, but as far as actual acting ability goes, the new kid runs rings around Drew. I understand she was a cutesy kid from E.T., so that gave her a pass at the time, but a good child actress she wasn't, although I'm a great fan of her later works. Moving on. Also, we're living in a world of CGI. You know 90% of the fire on screen isn't real. And when back in 1984 you had actual Drew Barrymore actually walking down an actual farm track while actual shit actually blew up actually around actual her, it kind of sticks out. And here be spoilers. Attempting to depict the big bad facility being destroyed by one on-screen explosion and then flashing lights in the background, you really shouldn't have bothered. Yeah, go watch it. The performances are okay, and of particular note is the score by Mr. John Carpenter. If there's a highlight to be had, it's that. But you probably won't be back for a second helping. 6 out of 10, I guess.